Couple days ago, Girl Garden released this new crafting area, which over here you're able to craft new items, recipes, and they added these 3 new spraying, which we're going to be testing out today in this video. The first one, the mutation spray shocks a fruit. So what you need in order to craft this, you will need a cleaning spray, which is also a new product that they added in the gear area. You also need a lightning rod, which you also could get that in the gear area. A total of 250 honey, and the total time for this item to be crafted will be a total of 30 minutes, the longest duration of the 3 sprays. The second one is mutation spray pollinates a fruit, and you will need a cleaning spray, a bee balm, and a honey, which is 25, and a total craft time of 5 minutes. And then the last one, the mutation spray chocolate, covers a fruit in chocolate. Craft time total time will be 12 minutes. A cleaning spray, a chow, and 20 honey. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right or wrong, but you will need that, which covers a fruit in chocolate. So right here, we already crafted the 3 things before this video even started. We here have the mutation spray shocked, which obviously shocks a fruit, whatever you spray in. Over here we have a spray which gives a chocolate mutation, and then we have the last one, the pollinated mutation, which pollinates a fruit, whatever you spray this on. So we're going to be testing out these 3 sprays, these new 3 ones that they added. We did already a video on the sprinklers, which we tested out the 6 new sprinklers. And yeah, so let's go over here to our garden, and the first thing that we're going to be testing out here is going to be the pollinate. So the pollinate is probably the one that isn't really going to be very surprising, or like a lot of people are not going to probably be crafting this. But what you basically do, this is my first time even doing this, you here have the spray, and I think you click on the fruit you want to spray in, and it's the watermelon is already pollinated, so we actually need to plant another watermelon. So you planted another watermelon, and now we have here the spray, and I think you press the watermelon, and yeah, it uses the spray, and right there it just pollinated this watermelon that we just planted. Now it has the mutation. Like, the reason why I said this isn't going to be the most used spray is because it's pretty easy to pollinate your fruit. It's not really too difficult to pollinate your fruit, so I don't really think a lot of people will be using that spray, but that's how that spray works. Gave the watermelon the pollinate mutation, which obviously you need for when you're over there in the bee area. Now we have here the mutation spray. So there was already the chocolate mutation. If you guys don't know, I don't know if you guys were here or not, probably a lot of you weren't here. Over here in the Easter event, you were able to get this chocolate sprinkler, where basically wherever you place this down, of course, it will get the chocolate mutation. For example, right here we have a bunch of melons, and if we put down the chocolate sprinkler right here in this area, and right there just give them all the chocolate mutation, which this sprinkler lasted for a total of 1 minute, and it sprayed all here the chocolate mutation. The only way to get this chocolate sprinkler was in the Easter event, which will appear like every hour in the shop. Obviously you're not able to buy that sprinkler anymore, it was exclusive, so I did save quite a lot of them. But that's how basically this spray is gonna work. But obviously instead of spraying like 20 different melons, it's only gonna spray one specific. So to test this out, we have here mutation spray 1 chocolate, and we're gonna click this watermelon. We're gonna see this turn into the chocolate mutation, and there it went. Now it's a watermelon pollinated chocolate chilled watermelon, and yeah, that's how that spray works. It's pretty cool. I think the mutation is a ×2, not really too special, but I mean, a mutation is a mutation. That's what that spray does. That's honestly kind of useful, obviously, to make money. Not as powerful as a sprinkler, since obviously the radius is big and basically spreads the chocolate mutation to a different amount of fruits. By the end of the day, at least chocolate mutation is back and you're able to get it. But yeah, that's how that works. And lastly, the one that you've been waiting for is this shocked one, which is definitely going to be the most useful spray in this entire game, because obviously before, in order to get your item shock, it will either be luck or you need a lightning rod, which wherever you place down this lightning rod, there will be a chance of it obviously striking in that area, which will then make your fruits shocked. It wouldn't be guaranteed, but will have a very, very high chance of shocking your fruits. So we here have a mutation spray. We have 2 of them to test it out. So right here we have our watermelon. All we're gonna do, I'm pretty sure, just click it, and I think I did it wrong. I think you need to look directly at the fruit. You obviously want to use the spray, so let's do that again. Actually, never mind, it actually worked. And as you can see, the watermelon has now the shock mutation. Can't really see it, but we're gonna here pick it up. I don't know if it'll show the mutation on this watermelon, and there we go. I think it's glitching, and now the watermelon has the shock mutation. Like I said, this is definitely gonna be the most useful item in this whole of crafting event, because obviously if you have a gold or rainbow fruit, and obviously if it's big, you'll definitely want to put the shock mutation on top of that to obviously even make it more expensive. And yeah, that will definitely help on that. But those are the 3 new sprays: the shock, the pollinate, and then of course the chocolate mutation, which is also going to be a very useful. So you could even put the chocolate and shock on top of each other, so obviously to make the fruit even more valuable. But that is the 3 new sprays. I crafted them, I tested them out. Those are going to be the very 2 most useful sprays: the shock and then the chocolate one. Pretty easy to craft, honestly, mostly the chocolate one. The shock, you will need lightning rod and 250 honey, which honestly is quite a lot of honey. But like I said, since pollinating your fruit is pretty easy, so it shouldn't really be too difficult getting the honey. But yeah, you definitely should get a bunch of these shocked and chocolate sprays, because I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be limited, but most likely it is going to be limited. So these events always last like a week or 2, and then they're gone, and then there's a whole new event. So definitely stack on that. And then obviously if you go over here to the gear shop where you get the spraying cans, over here to the gear shop and scroll down, here is the cleaning spray, which basically cleans mutations off fruit, which I have no idea why you will want to clean off a mutation off the fruit, but yeah, that's what the cleaning spray does. Cost 15 million shekels. It's on stock like literally most likely every time the shop resets. But yeah, that is the 3 new sprays. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tested them out. Shock spray is definitely going to be the most useful one out of all of them.